By the end of this video, you'll understand what meditation really is, where it came from, what modern science has discovered about the effects on the brain, why millions of people practice it every day, and how you can begin your own meditation practice, even if you've never tried it before. Hey guys, my name is Julian Williams, and welcome to my channel. Take a moment to think about how much time you spend reacting. A stressful email, a rude comment, a missed opportunity, an unexpected setback. Most of us move from one thought to the next without ever noticing how our mind is operating. We become caught in worries about the future, regrets about the past, and endless distractions competing for our attention. Meditation offers something surprisingly rare in today's world: the opportunity to pause, not to escape reality, but to experience it more clearly. And while meditation has deep spiritual roots, stretching back thousands of years, today's neuroscientists, psychologists, athletes, business leaders, and medical professionals have all begun studying the same practice for a different reason: because it works. Before we can understand why meditation is so powerful, we first need to understand what meditation actually is. What is meditation? At its core, meditation is the practice of training your attention. That may sound simple, but it's one of the most important skills a person can develop. Most people spend their entire lives allowing their thoughts to control them. One moment they're playing an embarrassing memory from years ago. The next they're worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet. Before long, hours have passed without truly paying attention to the present moment. Meditation interrupts that cycle. Instead of following every thought where it leads, you learn to observe your thoughts before immediately reacting to them. You begin to realize the thought is just that. It isn't necessarily true, and it doesn't always deserve your attention. One of the biggest misconceptions about meditation is that you must completely empty your mind. That's impossible. The human brain is designed to think. Thoughts will continue to appear, just as sounds exist around you. Meditation isn't about eliminating thoughts. It's about changing your relationship to them. Imagine you're sitting beside a river. Every leaf floating down the river represents a thought. Most people instinctively jump into the water and follow each leaf wherever it goes. Meditation teaches you to stay on the riverbank. You notice each thought as it passes, but you don't have to chase it. With practice, you become controlled less by stress, anxiety, distractions, and emotional impulses, because you've learned that you have a choice in how you respond. That simple shift can change the way you experience everyday life. The history of meditation. Although meditation has become popular in recent decades, it is far from a modern invention. Its origins stretch back thousands of years. Some of the earliest written references to meditation appear in ancient India more than 3,000 years ago. Over time, different forms of meditation spread throughout Asia and became part of traditions such as Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism, and other philosophical schools. Despite their differences, these traditions shared a common goal: developing greater awareness, wisdom, and inner peace. For centuries, meditation remained largely associated with religious and spiritual practice. Then, during the 20th century, researchers began asking an important question. What happens if we study meditation scientifically? Instead of focusing on spiritual beliefs, scientists examined measurable effects on the brain, body, and behavior. The results surprised many people. Study after study found that constant meditation could reduce stress, improve attention, support emotional regulation, and promote overall well-being. What had once been viewed primarily as an ancient spiritual practice was now gaining recognition as a valuable tool for mental health and cognitive performance. Today, meditation is practiced by millions of people from every background imaginable. Students use it to improve concentration. Athletes use it to sharpen focus before competition. Business leaders use it to manage stress and make better decisions. Doctors and therapists recommend it to help patients cope with anxiety, chronic pain, and everyday pressures. The reasons people may meditate may differ, but they all point toward the same idea. Training the mind can be just important as training the body. The science behind meditation. For centuries, people practiced meditation because of what they experienced. Today, scientists are discovering why those experiences occurred. Thanks to advances in brain imaging, researchers have been able to observe what happens inside the brain during meditation. Rather than shutting the brain off, meditation changes how different regions of the brain communicate and respond. One of the most notable changes involves attention. Think about how often your focus is interrupted throughout the day. A notification appears on your phone. A random thought pops into your head. You remember something you forgot to do yesterday. Before you know it, your attention has drifted somewhere completely different. Meditation trains you to notice when your mind has wandered and gently return your focus back to a single point, such as your breath. Every time you do this, you're strengthening your ability to direct your attention intentionally instead of letting it be pulled in every direction. Researchers have found that meditation can influence the body's stress response. When we encounter a stressful situation, our bodies prepare us to react. Our heart rate increases, our breathing changes, and stress hormones begin circulating throughout the body. This response is useful in dangerous situations, but many people experience it every day because of work, finances, relationships, or countless other pressures. Meditation doesn't eliminate stress from your life. Instead, it can help change how you respond to it. Rather than reacting automatically, you develop the ability to pause, recognize what's happening, and respond with greater clarity. Over time, many people report feeling calmer, more patient, and less overwhelmed by everyday struggles. Scientists are exploring how regular meditation may support memory, emotional regulation, and decision-making. While meditation isn't a cure for every problem, the growing body of research suggests that consistently training your attention can have meaningful effects on both the mind and body. Perhaps the most important lesson from this research is surprisingly simple. Your brain isn't fixed. Just as your muscles adapt when you exercise them, your mind can adapt through constant mental training. Meditation is one of the ways that people choose to do exactly that. Why should you meditate? If meditation simply helped people relax, that alone would make it worthwhile. But for many people, its benefits reach much further than a few moments of calm. One of the biggest reasons people meditate is to improve their ability to focus. We're living in a world filled with constant distractions, notifications, social media, emails, and endless streams of information. compete for our attention every day. As a result, many people find it increasingly difficult to concentrate on a single task for more than a few minutes. Meditation is like strength training for your attention. Every time your mind wanders and you gently bring it back, you're practicing the skill of maintained focus. Over time, that skill can carry over into your daily life, whether you're studying for an exam, working on an important project, or simply having a meaningful conversation without your mind drifting somewhere. Another major benefit is learning to manage stress. Stress is a natural part of life. We all experience setbacks, disappointments, and uncertainty. Meditation doesn't remove those challenges, but it can change the way you experience them. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. Without thinking, you might immediately become angry. Now imagine noticing that anger before it begins to rise. Instead of reacting instantly, you take a slow breath and choose how to respond. That small pause can make a tremendous difference. Meditation helps create that pause. It gives you the space to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting automatically. Many people often find that meditation helps them become more aware of their emotions. Rather than pushing difficult emotions away or allowing them to take control, meditation encourages you to acknowledge them with curiosity instead of judgment. Ironically, accepting an emotion often makes it easier to move through it. Meditation can improve your relationship with yourself as well. Most people spend very little time observing the patterns in their own minds. They act on habits without questioning them, believe every thought that enters their head, and repeat the same routines day after day. Meditation slows that process down. It allows you to step back and ask questions like, why did I react this way? Why does this situation bother me so much? Is this thought actually true? That kind of self-awareness is one of meditation's greatest strengths. As the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates is often credited with saying, the unexamined life is not worth living. Meditation gives us an opportunity to examine our lives, not by judging ourselves. And perhaps that's its greatest gift. The more clearly you understand your own mind, the more intentionally you can choose the kind of person you want to become. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on psychology, philosophy, self-improvement, and the science behind living a better life. If you've tried meditation before, or if you plan on starting after you watch this, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about your experiences, your questions, or your tips that have helped you along the way. If you have any ideas for my next video, be sure to leave it in the comments. If you think this video could help someone else, share it with a friend or family member. You never know whose life might change, taking a few minutes each day to train their mind. Until next time, my name is Julian Williams. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.